Welcome, everyone. My name is Jane. I'm a psychic and an energy intuitive. If you're new here, welcome in. This is a pick a card, group 1, group 2, and group 3. The card that draws your attention and holds it is your main message. You can pick more than one card. All my sessions are timeless, so whenever you find this, it's the right time for you. Don't try to force anything or try to make anything fit. And if it's not for you, just let it be and let the magic begin. So we're going to start with group 1. Welcome, group 1. Let's see what you've chosen here. I'm not very good at pronouncing things, so we're just going to, this is the Mudra deck. So this is called Kali Mudra. And there's a message in here they want me to read for you. So I will start with that once I get things going a little bit here. Oh, hold on. They want me to bring out a card to read at the end of the reading. And this deck is all about crystals and different types of stones. So maybe this is something that will help you on your journey to, well, it's a journey of self-discovery is really what it is all about, these readings. But this pick a card type of reading that I do is more for like everyday information that you would need. Okay, so a card came out here. Aquamarine, surf the waves of your heart. Okay, so I'm just going to set this here. Of course, now nothing's going to. Let's see. Okay, turquoise is on the bottom. So there's a lot of blue here for you. What would your ideal self do? You know, the blue is also a lot about the throat chakra and the third eye. I see here with this card here that the third eye. And so there's probably going to be some type of connection that you have, or even some type of awakening in that third eye. Okay, let's see here. So we have the Six of Pentacles. This Six of Pentacles is about maybe things are finally going to start going your way. It's also about like a windfall. So you could win some money, or it's maybe the hard work that you've been putting into a project that's going to finally start to pay off for you. Also, it is like where it's a give and take. So if you do receive winnings of some sort or are blessed with that, and then you're not going to be the type to hold it back. You're going to share that with the people around you that you love and trust. Okay, so the next one here, King of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles, sorry. So the Knight of Pentacles, this is somebody that is very loyal. This could be you or somebody else. I don't know. You definitely would want this type of person on your side. Also, it takes time to get to know this type of person, but because they are so loyal, that they could actually morph into like a stubbornness in certain situations, and it's just because of the loyalty is so intense for them. So it could be something that they feel that they're protecting you from, but sometimes we don't need protection. It's not how it should be. So the High Priestess. This is a number 2 card as well, so you might be seeing number 2s. So the High Priestess, this is like the strongest female energy in the tarot deck. This person will also look out for you. This card represents your inner mysteries and curiosities. This energy is, it has a lot to do with, like when this card comes out, it has a lot to do with the dream world. So you could be experiencing things in your dreams, and you could be even having like deja vus even. So she has like this sense of control and peacefulness about her. Also, I mean, again, this could be male or female. It doesn't matter. Energy is just energy. It doesn't have a sex. Energy doesn't have a sex. So, however that, fits for you. So, like maybe you should like ask yourself like what's going on behind the scenes though, because there could be something hidden and that it might need to be addressed. So, I mean, it might not be wise to ignore it. And it might be worth finding out what is actually going on. So, you know, there's something here about the secrets. And, you know, this card also represents the moon and intuitive abilities, spirituality, instincts, which, you know, of course, it's not surprising because this card here, you know, you've chosen this group. So, you know, with the third eye opening here, you know, I'm not surprised that the High Priestess came out. So this just, you know, confirms that, you know, whatever's in this card, and I don't know what this card means. So I'm going to move on here. And then Spirit has me, they're going to have me pull out this other card here, and then they're going to have me read, oh, the folly of pride, or folly, I guess. I mean, there's this hour, you know, one of the, I don't know what they call those hourglass, they tell time, like there's the, you know, the sand in it, you can flip it either way. Number 30. Okay, there's something that they're, oh geez, and then I just split it on awareness, and it's a flying unicorn with all of like the rainbow colors. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Support is on the bottom. I think they're going to activate, and that's why they showed me that unicorn. Shoot, I lost it. There it is. The awareness. They're going to bring some kind of awareness into your third eye here. Okay, so they want me to read this, and then they want me to read this card before I move on. So I don't know what is in that. I don't even know. Oh, there it is. Okay. Number 30. Let's see what it says here. Number 30. The message is pride does not advise us well on the spiritual path. Okay, there are two types of pride. On the one hand, we are proud of a special achievement. Yeah, because, you know, like that's what the Six of Pentacles, like some kind of achievement, hard work that you've done or success in some way. We are proud of your special achievement or of your children, our house, our appearance, or something similar. This leads us to identify ourselves with it and to look for external confirmation. On the other hand, we encounter a pride that wants us to believe that we are on the right spiritual path, that we have recognized the truth, that we are simply more knowledgeable than others. Now, what will the angels say about that? How hard do they try to envelop us in an energy of love in which pride can be overcome? Which pride reigns, kindness and humility find no home. Okay, that's a weird message. All right, so my dog is grumbling at the door. Just a moment. Okay. They do it every time. Oh, look at that. Kali Mudra. Okay, so it says dissolve illusion. That's what that card means. Kali is a Hindu goddess who governs time. Black goddess Mudra. Oh, it's so hard to read here. Pursues the highest truth and removes darkness, groundness, intuition, wisdom, and inner fortitude, security. Oh my goodness. So this card was talking about the pride. And they're saying here that this goddess who governs time The black goddess mudra pursues the highest truth. And that's what that card was talking about, the truth, and removes darkness, groundedness, intuition, wisdom, inner fortitude, and security. Wow, that's weird. Okay, okay, so what's going on with this here? Because this is, what does this say here? Surf the waves of your heart. Oh, I think you need to do some self-reflection here. Like you're definitely like a high priestess, but perhaps your pride could be interfering maybe. I mean, it happens to everyone though. It's part of the challenge of ascension and moving forward. Like, it's that battling of the ego again. It's not an easy thing to do. It does take time. It really does. So it says here, Kali is a Hindu goddess who rules the fullness of time. She protects the innocent and destroys evil. Her fierce feminine energy is a manifestation of Shakti, the mother of all living beings. She visits your reading today to let you know your suffering is being creatively transformed. Alchemy is occurring within your very cells, even if you feel stuck. Understand the cosmic law of three, which applies to all phenomena on all scales, micro or macro. For every affirming force, there is opposition or denial. The reconciling or third force breaks the deadlock and allows for the birth of something new. This mudra helps you transition from doubt and fear to love and understanding. You will find your feet and foundation as this process reveals itself. So that's what they were talking about, that something was hitting and that it might need to be addressed. And maybe this is what they're talking about, that it's not wise to ignore it. It's going to be worth finding out and doing that deep dive within yourself. Okay. So let's see here. This is going to up you up you up. And that was weird that I said up you up, because it seems like you're going to go up 2 levels at a time when you master this. You're not going to just go up 1 level. You're going to go up 2. Okay. All right. So it says Kali's energy renews your faith and shows you a bigger picture. You will understand why your life hasn't been easy or straightforward. Look back now with clarity and perceive an intelligence at play. Know the beings of light have your best interests at heart. They work for you and the greater good. You are supported and loved. Okay, you know what? And that this deck, it had support on the bottom. And it's number 41 and 5. And 5 also represents change, transition. So that's what they're talking about. They're doing this work on you, and it's going to be this big transition for you. Wow, Spirit. That was amazing. See how they do that? Like you pick this card here, and then I pull this one out, and then it always has to do, it's just amazing how they do this. It blows me away every time. Okay, Spirit, what else? Okay, so they want another card here. Okay, so let me move this back. Okay, here we go. Alright, here we go. Ooh, here it comes. Oh my goodness. You know what? And when I split that unicorn in this deck here, and here you have another unicorn, and here you have another, this is this third eye awakening, and you got all these rainbow colors again. I think that they're using these rainbow colors and rainbows to help. I heard initiate. I just heard initiate you. Okay, so enlightenment. See, and then you have number 43 or 7, and 7 is a very highly spiritual number. Look from the highest perspective. See the divine in everyone. Oh, okay. See, this is, look, they're even pointing. She's even pointing here. And look, she's pointing up to show you like there's higher enlightenment. Okay. So perhaps your pride is tainting your view of people. Okay. All right. Again, that is something that it's something that everybody has to work through in their own way, in their own time. There's no right or wrong way. And you know what I mean? Like where this is talking about the time, it's this is all about the time. So this has all been like this some kind of timing for you. Spirit had to have everything lined up, and it's all in due time. Okay, Spirit, what else do you want here? You want that one? You want this one? Okay. Okay. They're asking me to bring up the tree deck here, and on the bottom is break free. Yeah, you'll be broken free because they're removing this. They were talking about like the darkness, or I mean, they use the word evil, but I mean, it doesn't mean like you have evil around you, but that's just how that card referred to it. But it is a darkness look, and there's going to be an action here. Okay. Let's see what's going on. This is still a fairly new deck, so well, possibilities. Yeah, the possibilities are going to be endless for sure. Yes, they will. Because we all have our own gifts. We all have our own special, we're all supposed to awake at certain times. We're all supposed to, discover things at the right time. Look, it brings a rebirth. No joke. Okay, that's too many cards. I'm not taking all of those. All right, Spirit. Okay, I'm going to pull this one. Let me put this one here. And on the bottom is mystery. Yeah, so that's what they were talking about, like that there's something hidden. Look, and that's it has that moon too, the moon energy, just like the High Priestess has that moon energy. Okay, let's start here and see here. Oh my goodness, look, rebirth. No joke. Okay, what's this one here? Celebration. See, yeah, because it comes right out under, oh my goodness. See, this timing that they're doing, this calibration, it's going to be a complete rebirth for you. You have all this connection too. Okay, so, and you're definitely going to be celebrating because it comes right out under the card here. The Six of Pentacles, which is, some kind of windfall or something's going to pay off. It could be through work, school. I mean, you could have bought a lottery card. That's weird. I said a lottery card. You could have bought a lottery ticket. You could be getting like an inheritance or something. You're going to have some kind of windfall. And then you're going to be able to, like, you're a giving person. So you're going to be sharing that with others. Okay, so, this person here too could be a bit of a mystery to you. Oh my goodness, and under that is the truth. And isn't that what they were talking about earlier about there's something about understanding the truth. Okay, so they're talking about that truth because this card also talked about the truth. So they want you to understand that although that they believe you're a high priestess here, we all have things within us that need to be addressed. And, sometimes we do just need to hear these kind of readings, this kind of information so that we can move beyond. Because once you are able to move beyond, your third eye is going to be locked in, is what I just heard. So once you're locked in, that's it. You're in. There's no like, it won't be wavering back and forth, because for some reason I think that that's what you're going through. Like, you're wavering back and forth, and that's why they're bringing up the darkness and, Yeah, because they're saying about reconnect with spirit is on the bottom, but like, because when we're all born, we're connected to spirit. But as by the time we hit like age 7, 8 years old, that is kind of like, I don't want to say beat out of us, but it's tainted, so that we view things and like as the masses, because you want to fit in. And this is not about fitting in. So, with that, when you're trying to fit in, it creates like egos and pride and all those things to help us, become part of a community. But now the vibrations rising. So you don't need to have that pride. There's no need of the ego to be as dominant as it is. Let's say it that way. Okay, that's good, spirit. Okay. So what else do you want me to do here? Oh, you want to bring out an animal? Look, and on the bottom, look, and then it's transformation, demonstrate grace and majesty. Um, yeah, okay. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Dear, trust in the support of the universe. They brought up support twice here when it comes to this pride. So the fact that, like maybe you're not feeling like you're supported enough, but it's there. It takes time though to get through egos and pride and all the indoctrination. It does take time. It's embedded into our DNA from very young. So because of that, it's going to cause this one. It's going to cause issues. It's just the way it is. Oh my goodness, the badger. Bring your life into balance. They're talking about, look, this enlightenment. Okay, so bring your life into balance. Okay, there's a message here that they want you to know. I don't know what that message is. There it is. Okay, so dear, this is like, yeah, this is the support. So we know, like, this is how, like, see, look, even the third eye here is lit up on this deer. So as soon as you get there, it's going to happen. Look, and then they even have the grid work of Gaia. You could be even doing some kind of grid work. So because you're serving humanity and serving the earth that way, this is why you're going to be enlightened here, and your third eye is going to be activated more so than what it is. I mean, you might not think that it's activated at all, but I'm here to tell you that it is. It's just that it can only be activated as much as you've healed. You know what I mean? So let's see here with Badger. There's a guidance here. Badger. There we go. So, okay, so this is Archangels Mary and Sandalphon as well. So they are all about healing, family, support. Yeah. Okay, so guidance. When you receive this card, it suggests you need to strengthen your aura by building your confidence and expanding your heart. Invoke the great Archangel Mary and ask her to bathe you in love. Then sit quietly to receive it. Breathe in her energy, then breathe it out around you until you are surrounded by a blue cocoon of high frequency light. That's why I kept saying the blue. It was all about the blue for you. And okay. Yeah, very good. Okay. Okay, this will help you to deal with any others, any negativity others sent towards you. And it talked about the evil and the darkness. So maybe you're getting some of that directed at you. Okay. Yeah, explains the dark and the light here, right? Okay. The badger also calls you to do service work for the planet. I just literally said that. That's what you were doing. Okay, connect to their energy through this card and then link into Archangel Sandalphon. The great silver angel is in charge of the Earth star. Wow. You know, and there's that star holding at the tip of her finger. So this hand thing here, this will actually help you. Okay, so what is this? So the Earth star chakra. Let Archangel Mary's love and light flow through you into the earth and direct it into the ley lines. Picture them becoming golden and radiant. No joke. You know, when you're looking here, this enlightenment, like it looks like the Earth star there. And then you have the badger, and then it continues right into the earth. Oh my goodness, spirit. Okay. Picture them become golden and radiant. The badgers remind you to bring your life into balance. This may be to draw your leisure and work lives into harmony, to share chores in your home, or to bring your masculine and feminine energies into equilibrium. Then you can fulfill your purpose with joy. Okay, so there's a little blurb here for deer. I don't know what that is. Let's see here. Okay, so the guidance is, okay, so this is Archangel Michael and Faith. Okay, so you can work with these angels. They will help you, you know, deal with the pride, any negativity, whatever mystery that you've been trying to deal with. They will help you with all of that. The Deer card is reminding you to trust the universe to look after and support you, to trust your own deepest intuition, then follow its guidance. Deer bring you a message of balance and equilibrium. That's literally what that card was about too. Okay, equilibrium. For you are guided to empathy, to employ your psychic knowing while maintaining your dignity and divine magnificence. If you are reading this in the spring, expect a renewal of hope, confidence, and new direction. I mean, we just come out of spring and entered into summer. So if this is the autumn, there may be endings. Okay, so this isn't autumn. Okay, you are asked to look out for and help those weaker than yourself. And Archangel Michael will assist you in this task. He invites you to remember that we are all one, and in helping another, you promote your spiritual growth and ultimately that of the planet. No joke, spirit. That's amazing. Okay, so they want me to read this aquamarine, and then I'm going to go to group 2. So aquamarine. It's surf the waves of your heart. Yeah, see this, and this is all about that heart healing and the whole. Wow. Okay. Step into aquamarine's crystalline waves and take a refreshing dip in your heart's inner current, named for the cool blue of the ocean. Aquamarine energy reflects the depth, clarity, and the gentle power of the sea, as well as the cleansing properties of water, so it can help you align deeply with your feelings, find the right words to express them, and generally get yourself into a free and easy flow state. Moving with the tide instead of against it will save you energy and get you places faster. So listen to your heart, honor your feelings, and ride the wave. Who knows? You might meet some wish granting mermaids along the way. Spirit, that's funny. Okay, well, with that, I hope this video finds you well, and I'm going to move on to group 2. So I bid you a good day and sending love and light. Okay, welcome, group 2. Let's see what you've chosen here. So this is, I'm going to try to pronounce it. Diana, I don't know, mudra. There's more of a meaning for that, and I will get to that after I pull a few more cards here. Okay, so they want me to pull out a card here. So, Carnelian, channel your inner baddie. Okay, channel your inner baddie. That's funny, Spirit, because this looks like the light up of all the chakras here. What's on the bottom? Moonstone, no joke. That's what's in this ring here. It's moonstone. Okay. Roll with the tides of your heart. Okay. Let's see here. We have in the tarot. Page of Cups. Okay. Okay. So this is somebody that likes to bring up their feelings. However, it's not always easy to communicate them. So this card is like a reminder to express yourself. And also, you don't want to be the person that waited too long and then you're going to miss out on this great experience. It could be like a great experience of just, an outing or, love or friendship, some kind of thing that you can, I mean, even whale watching. I mean, it's just any kind of experience. I don't know why I brought up whales, but okay, here we go. And this is the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is somebody that is really insightful and in touch with themselves. They trust their intuition. And this card is also like a motherly type as well. But like this is like a really highly sensitive person. So it's not somebody that you can't push this person too far because they are so sensitive. And they're so in touch with themselves. Okay, so let's see what else here. Oh, we have the Page of Pentacles here. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles, this individual is like quite kind and likes to or enjoys hard work. And they're not the type to want to seek glory. So working behind the scenes is just fine for them. And they're also a very detail-oriented person. They're responsible, but again, you can't lean on this person for too long as they are very independent and they just won't stand for any length of time for people to be leaning on them or depending on them all the time. It's just not part of their makeup. Okay, so we're going to move on here. And we're going to read this card at the end. And they want me to pull out one of these cards here on the bottom is support. Okay. Oh my goodness. Look, awareness. You know what? In group 1, I literally split it on this card too. Awareness, this unicorn. Unicorns have been pretty involved in these readings today. I had a vision of a unicorn before this all started, and I just threw all my cards on the ground. This persistence came out though, number 40. I'm going to take that one. Persistence. Something about persistence. Okay. They want me to read that on the bottom. It's self-acceptance, number 33. Okay, number 33. Self-acceptance. Okay. We're going to leave this here for a minute because I believe this might have something to do with this reading. Okay, they want me to read something in this for you. Number 40. Let's see what they want. What's in this book here? This is called Be Patient. Things are already changing. Okay. Okay, once you truly have the goal in mind, you will find a way. Do not underestimate yourself. There are enormous powers within you. Take note of the subtle hints that spiritual world sends your way. They point you in the right direction. Do not give up just because you think nothing is moving forward. You might not have noted the signs yet. Oh my goodness, that's okay. I'm going to leave that. If you give up today, you will never know whether you might have succeeded tomorrow. The angels have so much patience with you. Copy them. Self-acceptance. You know, you might want to feel like you just want to give up. I don't know why you want to feel like you want to give up though. Maybe you're not you're doing all the stuff, like you have like all the education, but you're not connecting some way, and it's giving you doubts or with that grief. Okay, let me see here. There's I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Yeah, because there's a butterfly here. Sometimes there are things, you see how I'm really looking detailed into this card, because sometimes there's like little hidden things in, you know what, see, she's facing this way, like she's facing towards, but then there's a little face here that's facing that way. So I don't think you have your whole, like there's some kind of distraction or something going on. I think there's a distraction going on around you or behind you, and you're not able to focus or something. Okay, let me see what else Spirit is. Okay, so we're going to bring up this and read this mudra. And you can use these hand gestures here when you're meditating, and it will help. Okay, here we go. So this is called Divine Drishti, I guess. Drishti is Sanskrit for focused gaze. Oh, no joke. That's what I was talking about, like this focus here. Okay, so it's connection to the divine, meditation, releasing attachment, awakening, contemplation, renewal. Okay, so do you recall a time in your life when the whole world possessed a magical sheen? Just like when you were a child. Did I talk about this when you? Okay, I don't know. Perhaps this was when you were a child, or maybe later you experience a profound spiritual awakening or a life-changing realization. Summon these recollections into your awareness today. The universe asks you to open again to the magic, delights, and energies that flow through you and inspire your heart's true calling. Whether you have a regular practice or not, Dhyana Mudra asks you to let go of all expectations about meditation and give it a go. Simply stop and breathe deep into your belly. At the same time, visualize light entering into your crown chakra and traveling down to your root chakra. On the exhale, release any tension and negativity as you imagine the breath rising up through all your chakras, out of the top of your head and beyond. Take a few breaths in this way. Be aware of your environment and allow for any noise or distraction. Let it all wash through you without attachment. Gently focus on your breath again and place your hands in Dhyana Mudra. So that way, as you breathe in, imagine you are an ancient oak tree with deep roots into the earth. Now feel your connection to the sky and stars as you exhale through your crown chakra. Now, this mudra here, the author left a little note, and it says here that this person says, personally, I work with this mudra with the left hand on top, palm facing up. And you'll notice in this card, this is actually is the right hand up. So they're saying this person that developed these cards and worked with this energy, they put their left hand on top. And I'm thinking why they probably had more success with that is because your left hand is closer to your heart. Okay, let's see what it says here. I feel it's a softer expression of the posture and feels more supportive in my meditation practice. So affirm, all chaos swirls about my being. I am the sword, aligned and ready, waiting quietly in perfect balance. So I think, at some point when you were a child, you were really connected. And then, as children, we don't connect once we start leaving that and moving into adulthood, I guess. So they're saying that you can reconnect like you did when you were a child. So let's move on. And we're going to bring out one of these cards here. Oops. Cosmic Emerald. Look at that. Create perfect health. Access divine abundance. You'll see like this unicorn. Okay, what's on the bottom here? I am presence. Yeah, use the I am presence as well. Expand your stellar gateway. I am that I am. Okay. Okay, they're asking me to bring out. Well, reconnect with spirits on the bottom. Tree cards here. Let's see. Okay, spirit. Oh, here we go. Look at that. The third chakra, your solar plexus. That's where you hold all that self-worth. Oh, that's why the heck, because I was thinking of all this yellow when I saw this yellow coming out. Oops. When I saw this yellow coming out, I was wondering because it's the blue and the yellow here with the green. So, it makes me really believe that, your throat chakra, your heart chakra, and your solar plexus needs work. Okay. So your third chakra, that's your stomach. See, and that's where store all those energies of self, I guess. It's probably, that's where all your friendships and. Okay, so let's see what else you want here, spirit. Okay, something more. Resilience. Okay, truth, no joke. Because it says here you're someone that's insightful and that you're in touch with yourself and you're someone that does trust, and you're a sensitive person. And you know what I mean? There's a truth right underneath. So that's the truth. And then resilience popped up, but I'm not taking that. Okay, spirit, what else do you want here? Whoa. Oh, goodness. Detachment. And that's what's happened. You've somehow become detached. The Queen of Cups, you've become detached. So, the truth about this, to express yourself, and that's because you're holding things in. Because this card talks about expression and, like, don't wait too long. And you'll notice they have a lot of the sacral colors here too. But the detachment, it seems like you've created some kind of detachment with your intuition. But I think at one point that you were really, really in tuned, but I don't know why you're not in tuned now. But once you tune in, look, you're going to have some kind of renewal. And that's like all the colors here too. It's all the colors that they're bringing up again. So you have the orange, you have the yellow, and you have the green to bring this renewal. Look, the beginning. Okay, let me see what else is here, because there's another card here. Oops. Okay, I messed that up. Hold on. Let me just put a card right here. Awakening. That's going to bring that awakening that you need. Yeah, see, you have like these energies. Same here. Look, Earth. Yeah. Weren't they talking about being like a mighty oak? And grounding deep. Maybe you're not grounding enough. Look, and then you get your second chakra coming out again. So these two chakras are really, oh yeah, look, I just realized the carnelian. That's why I figured the carnelian came out, because channel your inner baddie. That's using your self-expression. This is like, okay. All right. So they want me to bring out animal card here. Hyenas on the bottom. Dare to be different. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Butterfly. Look, be ready to transform with wisdom. It's even saying like there was a butterfly in this too. So it's sitting there, it's just waiting. It's like you're not able to make that complete connection for some reason. I think because you're allowing too much external noise to interrupt your peace. And see, like, you see how like she's sitting in a clam on a beach and there's like no, maybe you have to find some place that is in nature, that you're not going to have anyone calling your name or having pets around pestering. And look at this dove, no joke. Spread messages of peace and harmony. Oh my goodness. And the whale. So this is what I was talking about when I brought, and I said whale in here somewhere like this, I think whale watching. I don't know why I brought up whale, but now here the whale card came out. Spirit. Yeah, maybe it's because it says right here, like, be relaxed and independent. And you notice, like, you'll see all the same colors that's being repeated here. And you'll also, they're talking about, look, no joke, they're talking about like your heart. They're talking about you connecting, like an Archangel Raphael. He is all about healing. And that's like the green. He has that green light. Well, live according to your divine essence, elemental kingdom. And that's what I'm talking about, like this deep grounding, this, the water for cleansing. And I think you really need to get into nature if you really want to get yourself tuned in, aligned basically. Yeah. Okay, so spread the message of love. This is something that you have to be really self-aware and really conscious of doing. It's something that you need to be persistent in maintaining your peace and your harmony. All right, what do you want here? Oh, they want me to read something here. I don't know where that went. I don't know where the book went. There it is. Okay, so the dove, I know these are messages right from source. Like, you'll see how like she's looking up even in the dark, and there's a little bit of light here surrounding her. You know, this light, oh, look at that, I opened it right to dove. So it says here, your guidance is to take deep breaths and center yourself on the out breath until you feel calm and tranquil. And they're talking about your breath yet again. So you're having some kind of apprehension, or I think it's just that you need to find that peace, and you need to try to quiet your mind, because I think that is where you're really struggling. Okay, so fill the cells of your body with pure peace. Hold out your hand and imagine a gentle white dove landing on it. Listen to its soft coo and allow it to open you up in a serene and loving way of being. Let your energy fields glow with peace and harmony. Think of people and situations in your life that would benefit from the light and visualize them being bathed in it. Plant new seeds of kindness, love, and cooperation, or whatever is most needed for the highest good. Notice that changes occur. When your energy field contains the keys and codes of peace and harmony, you become a catalyst for transformation wherever you go. And I'm wondering if that's why they asked me to wear my bracelet with the keys on it. Okay, so whale, let's see what they want here for whale. Whale they're highly spiritual beings, and they actually spread a lot of healing and love, and they anchor it. My goodness, it's beautiful. Okay, so the guidance here for the whale is, this is the card of mastery. Okay. One of the first steps is to be able to control your breathing. They keep bringing up your breathing. Okay, when you focus on your breath, you connect consciously to source and your place of origin. Whale wisdom suggests you center yourself through breathing or deepen your meditation practice. Oh my goodness, Spirit, no joke. That's what this has all been about. Okay, when you think about or swim with whales, Angel Mary can also take you up to source. Your heart will be touched by the inevitable light. Rise above the worldly matters and spread love, light, hope, and inspiration to those around you. Ask that your fifth dimensional blueprint be installed and live in it. No matter what is happening around you, be the best you can be again. And I was saying how like you're being distracted. My goodness, Spirit, blow me away. Okay, so the carnelian. This is something that the carnelian might help you. Like they say, channel your inner baddie, but I think the carnelian is going to be the type of crystal or stone, I don't know how they refer to it, to help, strengthen those lower chakras. Okay, because they kept talking about the rooting too and the grounding. So I mean, the grounding is like your root chakra, which is your first chakra, your red chakra, and then it goes to your orange and then your yellow. So those three chakras, there's something that is not connecting properly, I think. And hopefully you're not hearing all that noise that's going on around because somebody's mowing. Hold on, let me just do that, and then I'll take a little break before I do group 3 so that we're not getting drowned out with a mowing sound here. Carnelian. Okay. Shrinking violet. Who? Not you. You're the life of the party and the star of the show now. Baby, so Allow carnelian confidence boosting magic to remind you of just how powerful, courageous, and influential you can be. This fiery colored crystal light lights up our lights up your red hat creative spark. Oh my goodness, I need these words are so freaking tiny. Okay, let's see here. I think I read that wrong. Oh yeah, I did. This fiery color crystal lights up your red hot creative spark and brings out your extroverted tendencies, meaning that it is time to fearlessly assert your visions, opinions, and feelings to the world. Like the trailblazing baddie that you are. Don't hold back when it comes to chasing ambitions or speaking your mind today. The bolder and bigger and badder, the better. So that's what they're saying. But like they're also saying like doing it, like spread the messages, but do it through peace and harmony, not through you know, force, right? It has to be, in a gentle, graceful, kind way. Okay, so with that, I hope you find this reading finds you well. I hope this is helpful to you today. Help get you dealing with that breathing issue and those lower chakras to get you on your true path of ascension and to help raise you so that you're able to spread the love of source and connect with the beings that are waiting for you. So with that, I'm going to move on to group 3. So I bid you a good day, and I hope this video finds you well. Sending love and light. Welcome, group 3, and let's see what you've chosen here. I've never pulled this card before, but so I see the moon, or is that the earth? I don't know, and the sun maybe. The sun and the moon. Okay, so Shahazra. I don't know what that says. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Oh, they want me to pull out a card here, and moonstone on the bottom. Okay, that was quick. Kyanite, tune into your inner truth. All these readings had a lot to do about the truth, but and I know Spirit talks about tell your truth, say the truth, all the truth. Look, and Sapphire's on the bottom, so that's blue again. Seek wisdom, dear grasshopper. So they've been talking a lot about the truth. And now I don't know if I know it's really hard to be able to speak your truth in a world that, you have to self-censor. And it's not always easy to be able to speak your truth all the time. But even if you can't speak it out loud to other people, to still speak the truth to yourself. Don't ever lie to yourself. When you lie to yourself, you really do a dishonor to your soul. What you're doing when you lie to yourself, you let yourself believe like illusions or whatever. When you're doing that to yourself, then you're not paying honor to your spirit. So, okay, let's move on here. So we have the Hierophant, number 5 too. You could be seeing number 5. Hierophant is one of the major arcanas in the deck too. The Hierophant is it's an old word. I don't know what language, but it's an old word for priest. But I mean, in this everyday tarot deck, it really is more about teacher or mentor. So you might be meeting a mentor, or you could be one. You could be a teacher or a mentor, but basically, you might need some guidance right now at this time in your life. Also, they're using the resources like a mentor or a teacher. I mean, a mentor could even be a mental health, like a therapist or somebody. Like it doesn't have to be just like a life coach. You know what I mean? So, but using somebody like that, it could get you going into the right direction if you're having some kind of uh, guidance of some sort that you need. You need, just to bounce ideas off, or just to confirm that you're not thinking in the wrong way or whatever. You know what I mean? It'll help sort you out and help you get on the right direction. So, I mean, you might want to join like some kind of club, or try like a new hobby, or learn a new skill. Like, don't be afraid to shake things up or spice up your life a little bit. Take up dancing, or, like, I don't know. Um, I think it's time. Maybe you've been, hiding or something for too long. And it's time to get out there. Okay, so let's see what the next one. Ooh, the sun. Ooh, that's another major arcana. So you have number 19 with the sun card. Also, it could be a 10. So this could be like the completion of some kind of cycle of, and the sun card in this deck also is about nurturing yourself. It's about feeling good, self-care, rest, feeding your soul. It's all about the sun energy and life. This too is about like treating yourself as if you were a plant. Like, if you have plants, you water them, you give them good food, you make sure that they have sufficient amount of sunshine, and you keep them in a stress-free environment so that they can thrive. And that's basically, what the sun card, what you need to do for yourself. Maybe you've been like working really hard, and, going beyond. Oh, look, I just realized, yeah, because that, I think, represents the sun as well in this card, and the moon. So, you might really resonate with like the stars, or moon energy as well. And oh my goodness, this is amazing. This is like you have all arcana, the major arcana cards come out for you. And the Empress is also number 3. So you could be seeing number 3s. This is like a mother figure, and she's all about creation. She's like, because she's a mother figure, she's like a nurturer. And this is where, like, maybe you need to do a little bit of nurturing for your soul or your spirit. And I noticed that she has a lot of moon, just like over here, the moon. So I believe that the moon and the stars are really, you're somebody that really, you work with them, or you're really connected to them. So the other thing too is with this card is also represents nature. So you could be somebody that is really aware, well aware actually, and in touch with this side of yourself. So that's really good if you are. So you also, I mean, if you're not connected, you might want to consider connecting, because with all 3 of these major arcanas out, this tells me that you're highly um, sought after in the spiritual realm, because you can connect, and you know have this, like, it would be a big benefit to your life, and not just your life but all the others around you. um Plus it'll make your life a little bit smoother too, because you get like these pre-warnings, and you're once you connect with your guides, they will give you like little heads up, like, like, you might want to buy something, and they'll just be like, maybe you should not, spend your money. Like, there's a warning about money or something, so you don't spend it. And then, like, 2 weeks later or a week later, your car breaks down, and then you need to have, $800 just to fix it. You know what I mean? But you would have spent like 500 on something else. So this, this can help, like this connection, like, you're not only helping others, but you're going to benefit in your life as well. Okay, so they're going to have me move on here. So we're going to pull out one of these cards here. Solace. Yeah, I think it, like I said, with this, I think you've been hiding long enough. Okay. Let's see. Oops. Inner beauty. Wow, spirit. Look, and Solace is on the bottom again. You know, and she's in a flower. You know, this is where like you're really connecting with nature. She's around water as well. Looks like a little stream. Oh my goodness, and there's a mermaid in it. You might even resonate with mermaids. Mermaids, they brought up mermaids in the last reading as well, the group 2. Okay, let's see here. What else? Okay. They want me, there's something in this card here, and then you have number 21, which also is a 3, could be a 3. So you have a 3 again. 1. Here. See what inner beauty. The message is you are beautiful and graceful. Turn your gaze away from the external appearances and toward your true inner beauty. Now they keep bringing up that truth and the true, what's true. Okay. So they're saying that the external appearance is given great importance in today's world. Instead of developing our inner grace and achieving more perfection, the focus is on the outside, on clothing, hairstyle, and embellishments of all kinds. For the angels, there is no external beauty. They look directly into your heart and discover your true beauty. Wouldn't it be liberating to not think about how you look today or what you should wear? Find your natural character again, and you will shine from the inside out. Oh my goodness. So you have the sunshine, you have the sun, you have the moon, yet you're somebody that is really, 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 really spirit. You know, this card also talks about like your instincts and your intuition. You know, the Empress is really, she's really highly intuitive. And, you know, I think they're calling you to do something. I think they want to call you in to do something. They want me to read this card so that you'll have a better understanding. I don't know what that means for you here. Let's see. Wow. You are an amazing being, and Spirit wants you. They want you connected because you could really raise the vibration of the entire universe. Be here now. Oh my goodness, that's what this card means. Be here now. So it says 1,000-petal lotus. Oh my goodness. You know, and it's funny too because like she's in a flower petal. 1,000-petal lotus connection, being in the moment. And that's exactly what you're doing. I think when you're like resting or like you easily tap in because you're able to like just zoop into your moment no matter where you are. Like you could be out in the crowd, you could be in the sun, you could be in your garden. It doesn't matter. You seem to be very highly connected, which is beautiful here. So no matter what challenges you are facing right now, know this too shall pass. By taking a moment to lift your vibration through and taking of a simple conscious breath, your perception can shift and a new path forwards can reveal itself. Just like I was talking about, like with the Empress, like if you're not connected, you could consider, like you should consider doing that because it's only going to benefit your life. So stop, breathe, sense your whole body, slow down and reset. Take a moment, come in touch with pure sensation, the air on your skin, the sun warming your face, tingling in your hands, or the warmth of your heart. Check in with your inner self to help you feel and be touched by all life. Calm your spirit. Deliver a mother's loving touch to your soul self. Connect more to the earth and nature's gifts, the majesty of the ocean, the the viridescence of trees. I don't know what that means. The viridescence of trees. Breathe in the rich scent of a rose. Relish a mountain vista or bird song. Harness the energy of the sun, wind, and moonshine. No kidding, Spirit. This is like beautiful because that's what the Empress is all about. The moon and the sun and the nature. Wow. Okay. This is my favorite reading so far, I think. Embrace and make use of the tools of nature all around you to calm and embrace the oneness in all life. Now there's an affirmation here and it says, I bathe in the light of the heavens and feel its healing touch. I am one with all. Yeah, I think that you could be like this really amazing spiritual leader or something here. Okay. I think you could really help a lot of people. Oh my God, and I just finished saying, look, spiritual warrior. Number 37, that's another 10. So you have 10 here and 10 here. And you have the lion and the lamb, and the lion is, all that strength because you have so much inner beauty, right? That you're a natural spiritual warrior. Show you are a wise leader. Command the universe. I'm not even joking because that's what they're talking about here, the universe. Wow. Yeah, look, and they're talking here. Look, the Stargate of Lyra. Expand your causal chakra. Enter the unicorn realm. You might have this might be you might resonate with group 1 too because I'm seeing like the rainbows and they're using like the unicorns like and they're lighting up everything again. You want all 3 of these, spirits. Yeah, stand in your power. Look, be passionate about your vision. Bring positive change. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna bring these 3 down here, I guess. Oops. Wow, Spirit. This is really amazing. You see that sunshine standing behind him too, just like, this sunshine and sunshine. 1010. You have number 14, which and or 5, and then you have 5 here too. So you could be seeing like a lot of 5, and 5s are all about that change. Stand in your power. Yeah, and they're showing it like how that connection, like how you do that connection. Wow, Spirit. Okay, so they're asking me, they're doing things different for you. They're asking me to put a animal card here. This group 3, you're a very special group here because they're doing everything different for you. They're getting me all messed up. Okay, so what is it that you want here? Okay. Dog is on the bottom. Be disciplined in your home and community life. They're actually asking me. They want me to bring up the tree deck here. Rebirth on the bottom. They have me split it on truth and treat yourself. Okay. All right, Spirit, what do you want here? Love. It's too many cards, Spirit. Yeah, they keep bringing out your heart, and I noticed a few cards just popped out too. It's about the heart. So maybe you're not believing in yourself. Heal heart and spirit. Resistance. You have, I don't know why you have a resistance going on here. You're resisting this Empress energy. Okay. What's this resistance? Are you resisting the heart? Are they resisting the heart healing and their spirit healing? Spirit, what's going on here? The resistance. Again, you know, the third chakra is coming out again, and this is about that self-confidence. You know, and it's, you know, you see like that sun again. Yeah, and then on the bottom is release. They want you to release. Okay. All right, what's going on here, Spirit? Yeah, they're really encouraging you to look, Earth. Yeah, they're really encouraging you to connect. Yeah, they really want you to connect with nature. Yeah, it'll help you break free. I don't know if you have yourself like stuck. And maybe you need some assurance. Okay. Well, I just split it on love again. This is like all about your heart. Like maybe you've been, your heart has been so wounded. And now you have like a detachment. But you know, like, I mean, that's okay for a little bit to detach from all of that. However, that is not a place that you can thrive in or wise to stay in. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's do this animal chakra here, or chakra. I don't know why I said chakra. Animal card here. There's something. Panda, look. Oh my goodness. They want to activate you. They want to activate your heart space. Stay balanced in your essence. Archangels Mary, Jophiel, and Sandalphon. And Bear, look, use power with wisdom. Archangel Uriel and Jophiel. And bears are highly connected to the earth and to spirit. Okay, so bears could be something that you resonate with because they had, like, they pulled out the panda bear and also the brown bear. All right, spirit, let me move this here. There's something here that they want you to know. They want to activate your heart. That's why they kept bringing out the heal the heart, and it'll heal your spirit. And it'll help you bring out your creativity and your self-worth. You stand in your power. This is where all your power is, in this chakra. So, you know, that's why they have so much yellow going on out here. Okay, so panda. Let's see what they want here for panda. Panda. Okay. Let's see. Keep your heart pure and light. When you think of a panda, the angel Mary connects you directly to the cosmic heart to receive healing and love. In addition, when you offer to be a bridge between the cosmic heart and the center of the earth, Archangel Sandalphon will link in to enable. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have like all these like whole body sensations going on. It's kind of weirding me out a little bit. Feels like I have things crawling all over my head. Sound form will link you in to enable you to bring a vast download of love through you. This is a special service and raises your frequency considerably. See, and that's because they can see your inner beauty. Oh my goodness, Spirit, this is amazing. I don't know who you are, what group this is for, but you are, you can do such wonderful things in the world with this beauty of this connection you have. Okay. The Panda card asks you to stay in balance. Notice how you are tested to develop your masculine and feminine energies. Then apply yourself to the lessons. This will enable you to heal yourself and others. When you attune to the Panda, a blue Palladian healing rose is placed in your energy fields. That's why, like, all the blue, they're coming out with all the blue. Okay, and I thought it had to do with your, well, I think the blue does have to do with your throat chakra, but it also has to do with this blue Palladian light. And, and I was talking about the rainbow lights too. Oh my goodness, you must really, I think you really connect with lions and bears and unicorns and nature in general, because, they're talking about like this petal, and you're in a flower petal. Wow. Okay, that kind of blew me away a little bit. So there's a message here that they want you to know. Kyanite. You might find this something that you can work with to help with you, clearing some of this up and help you to connect if you choose to do that. So when the lights go out and everything goes black, it may feel like you have no way to see what's in front of you. But if you stay calm and allow your eyes to adjust, you'll realize that you can make out quite a bit more than you think. The magic of kyanite is like putting on a pair of night vision goggles and turning up your psychic powers. Wow. Helping you to connect with the invisible influences that lie beyond the surface of your current situation. Consider yourself a spiritual spelunker, now seeing and feeling and vibing your way through a cave full of secrets and spiders and all sorts of mystical wonders. The signs of truth are right in front of you, perhaps hidden in plain view, and you are fully capable of discovering the answers you seek. Whoa. I'm like lightheaded and everything. Like this group reading right here, it's got my head kind of spinning, and I'm not even joking. I think I might have to take a breather and a big break after this, because this reading is very powerful for someone. I don't know who this is for or the group of people that this cards are laid out for, but you're being asked to come and join and be another light worker. And this is something, of self-discovery again that you can do. And like, try not to resist it, and just accept the healing. And I'm in like full, this room is like really hot, and we're in a heat wave right now, and I don't have a fan going, and I have so many lights on. And I was like really hot and sweating the last two groups, but this group I have like full body chills, and I'm no longer even hot, because the chills are so, like, it's the complete opposite of the other two readings. Wow, Spirit, this has been absolutely amazing, and I'm really grateful that you allowed me to bring this message forth. So whoever you are, whatever beautiful being that you are, let your inner beauty shine and help the other light workers around the world, because you might not think that you're actually doing anything, but just healing yourself is going to heal so many others, and the planet, and all the animals you come in contact with, the plants, everything. you know, you have that power because you know, you're part of the universe. You're so highly connected and spiritual, whoever you are. And with that, I'm going to bid you a good day and sending love and light. And I hope this video finds you well.